Good morning and welcome back to another Be Easy Con vlog. My name is Lindsay Beasley. I'm the artist, owner, and mastermind behind Be Easy by Lindsay Beasley, a small stationery and crochet studio in northwestern Illinois. And today we are in Des Moines, Iowa. So we're about 3.5 hours away from home. There's Justin over there driving as usual. And we're about we're about 3.5 hours away from home in Iowa, and we're getting ready to go set up for GalaxyCon Des Moines. This is my first ever GalaxyCon event, and I'm really excited to be here and to be in Des Moines and to get set up. So let's go get lunch, go to the convention center and get set up and everything, and get the day started. Alright, hello. We're currently in line for the loading dock. It is very long. We're going to be waiting probably for a while. Justin's in the back doing something. But here's something that's kind of interesting is that GalaxyCon offers vendor parking on the green lot, the green surface lot here at the Iowa Events Center, right? Which is way far away. But the lady at the orange lot, which was directly in front of the building, told us that we could buy parking for the event from her
$39
for that lot for $39, when parking for today is free for that lot for us. But the events coordinators told us that the green surface lot, the parking people are going to be there today selling 4 days worth of parking for $52.
Yeah, the other one's a 3-day pass, not a 4-day pass.
Yeah, and well, the other thing is that because of today's free, it's only a 3-day pass and it's only $39. But that's a lot. Why do we need 4 days worth of parking when
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday?
But it's not Monday. It's only Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I don't know.
If you can park in the front of the building today for free. It's a little weird. Maybe that's just me. But we're waiting in line to go into the loading dock and start getting set up. So we're going to be waiting a while. So let's see how long this takes. What time is it? It's currently... Justin's getting his phone. 2.
She hates this.
He does military time, okay, and I don't do that. It's currently what, 2 o'clock? 2:15. Let's see how long it takes us to actually get into the loading dock. Okay, I lied. It's been 5 minutes. Justin's gonna go check and see if we can load in the front, because we don't have a ton. We just have stuff in the trunk and then, you know, a little bit in the back seat, excuse me, to take in. So he's gonna go see if we can just hand load it in the front instead of waiting probably till 4 o'clock in the afternoon to get through this line to go to the loading dock. So we'll see what happens, I guess.
So, I know my wife's doing her own little vlog thing. I'm going back out for the second load. Decided not to wait at the loading dock. It's quicker just to walk through. Hand trucks for the win. But, yeah. So, this will be my little blurb I'll send her. Let's see if she uses it.
I like the lockers, how they're branded. Super cool. Alright guys, setup is done. Alright guys, we're headed out of the expo center. I'm all done setting up. It is currently 5 o'clock, which is probably about the time, honestly, we would have gotten in if we had actually waited to get to the loading dock. So, I'm glad we hand trucked everything in. Did we come that way? No, that way. We went that way. This is a really big convention center. Really big convention center. But we he's being a smart aleck. We got it all set up. We got it all set up and it looks really good. We're like the first row when you enter the room for Artist Alley, which is super cool. I love that. We got a really good spot. But I guess that's what happens when you pay for your spot like almost a year in advance. Justin's got a map of downtown apparently. But we're ready to go for tomorrow. I'm hoping it has a good turnout. I'm thinking we might, if I had another vendor be like, oh, your stuff is really cute, which I always love to hear. It's ego boost, you know. And I guess I will talk to you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Friday, September 12th, I believe, and it is day one of GalaxyCon Comic-Con. We're out. We've been out this morning. We've gone to Target because we needed a couple things, and a couple things we didn't, as you do at Target, right? Right now we're at the gas station. Justin's getting some water and some soda for today. We've had breakfast. We went to Five Boroughs Bagels here in Des Moines, and you saw a little bit of a clip of that. And we're going to go get coffee from 7 Brew, and I need to get change made. And then we're going to head to the convention center and get ready to open for the day. It opens at, well, VIP hours are at 1:30 today, so we will be there before 1:30, I suppose, or probably around then, but we'll find out. It's like almost 11 right now, I think. So I'm gonna get the rest of our running done, and I will talk to you when we get to the convention center.
Try their funnel cake ones. I like that one a lot better. Actually, nah, maybe not, though.
Big honkin' coffee, yes. Definitely gonna need it. GalaxyCon goes till 8 tonight. Oh my god. I think that's the longest I've ever had to go to a con, be at a con all day.
Yeah.
But Justin's over there chuckling at me. But yeah, it goes till 8 all weekend too, which is, that's a lot of hours there. But now we're gonna find a bank to get some change for the drawer. Okay, so let me fill you guys in on this one. So Justin and I have been running around for the better part of an hour, attempting to find some place to break 20s into change for the drawer, right? Well, unfortunately, apparently, unless you give all your information and blood sample to most banks now, they won't break any change here. We've been to like a Bank of America, 2 credit unions, and local bank. We've been everywhere. We've been to a Hy-Vee, you know, just all over the place. So we called our hotel, thinking, well, maybe they'll have an idea of where we could get some change. They suggested a Quick Trip. So we called the closest Quick Trip to us, and a kind man, the manager, said he would break some change for us. And thank God for him, because we were kind of at our end. We were about to just have to say, no cash this weekend, only card, which would suck. So Thank you to the kind manager at this quick trip on, oh God, I can't even read it. I don't even know. This kind man at this quick trip, this manager, Chris B is his name. Thank you. I cannot begin to tell you thank you enough. It's amazing. Once we're done here, we're gonna go get ready and go to the convention center. So we'll be getting the booth opened and ready to go. All right, so I'm all set up and ready to go. Let me show you the back booth. This is what we're working with. We've got extras of stationery up here, kittens, sardines, trash can critters, bags, and then my money pouch. This is table covers, extra signs, extra business cards, my just random crap bag. And purse is right here because I don't have anywhere else to put it really. And then some hats and some ear warmers with my purse because this is how much table we have. But we're all set up and ready to go. I need to organize the trash can critters a little bit. And then Justin is getting the iPad stand out of the car. And then let me show you the front and kind of show you what's different. Okay, so this is the front. And what's different is, one, we have the plushies all on the bottom for real. All the usual suspects, the penguins, capybaras, Cthulhu's, cats, Totoros, and chickens are over there in the corner. And then I added these because I think this is the first con I've ever been to where the tables were so close together. And then up top we've got the skull with the headband, and then a witch hat. And then I kind of love this with the cauldron and the walkie mushrooms hanging out of it. And then over here on this side, on this wing, we have the mystery bags, hats, and then the stationaries in this corner now, as opposed to being crammed together over here on the end of this. That's what's different. Let's see what time it is. It's currently 11:45. It opens at 1:30, so we've got a little bit. Justin's off parking the car and getting parking for the weekend and taking our gift to our friend at Quick Trip, who was so kind to help us by getting us change since nobody else would. But I'm gonna straighten up my plushies a little bit and just chill for a while. And we'll do a check-in later. Hi guys, I'm sitting here crocheting chickens, and it's 4 o'clock, just about 4 o'clock, and I'm doing our first check-in, and it's going pretty well for Friday. Kind of about what I thought it would be, and I'm enjoying. There you go. I'm enjoying the con, so I'll check in again with you later in the evening. Hello, good morning. It was Saturday, September 13th, and I forgot to record last night. Recorded last check-in last night, so here's a roundup of Friday. So I ended up paying for the table last night and about $50 more, which is pretty good. It's not my worst Friday, but it's also not my best Friday. So hopefully today is even better. And what else happened last night? I had a wonderful congoer show me their incredibly cool hand knit Hollow Knight cosplay. Oh my god, so cool. It was absolutely stunning. Beautiful piece of knitted art. They made their the frame for their mask as well, that the knitting was sitting over to give it shape, and they made a spear and they knit that too, and it was just so cool. I was just, my flabbers were gasted, guys. It was that good. And then I also had another con goer surprised the crap out of me because I wasn't paying attention, and two, because she came up to my booth and she's like looting around, and then she comes over and she's talking to me. She's like, "This is beautiful. This is amazing. This is absolutely cool. So cool." She's like, "I just went to a con in New York and all the crocheters were drop shippers," or whatever you want to call, whatever they call them. And this is just so cool. I can't, you made every single one. I was like, "Yeah, I made every single one of them. That's me." And she's like, "Heck yes you did." And she fist bumped me and she's like, "This is absolutely amazing." And that was really cool, to have somebody, really appreciate the fact that there's a lot of hard work that goes into my booth. I don't order things other than the plushie protectors and the stationery, and I hand make everything. Everything you find at my booth is made by me, and it was cool for somebody to really be enthusiastic and notice that. That really made my day. What else? I think other than that was pretty much Book Friday. Like I said, we're hoping Saturday. We always hope Saturday's better, right? But we're getting ready to leave the hotel. We're getting packed up. Justin's getting ready. He's in there playing on his phone. And we're going to go get breakfast and get over to the convention center, because convention starts at 9 or 10. It starts at 10. But VIP hours are 9:30. So try to be there before that. And get the day going, get the booth open, and hopefully sell some stuff. So I will see you when we get to the convention center. All right. We are at the convention center. And it is very bright out. It's going to be a hot day today, too. It's going to be like 94 degrees, which is weird because it's been like 70s, 60s lately.
Perfect day to wear a persona and walk into a convention center. So
Yeah,
hydrate,
well.
people, hydrate.
There's Justin's Peanut Gallery 2 cents for the day.
Yeah, well, 2 cents will save you $5,000 on an ambulance.
But I'm going to flip you around so you can walk with us to the booth. Coffee. Justin out there restocking.
Yes, hello, thank you.
Okay, that was probably one of the coolest cosplays I've seen in a while. That was pretty good. There have been some really good ones this year at, well, this time at GalaxyCon. But it is just about 2 o'clock, and the day's going pretty well. It's been busy. Justin gives it thumbs up. What more of an endorsement do you need? I've just been sitting here crocheting chicken keychain bodies, and I'm just about done with them, to be honest. I have one left to make, and then I'm done for the day with those. I got another project to work on. But I think I'm going to set you guys up so you can watch the crowd for a little bit and enjoy the day like I am. So when we get you set up to watch the crowd, we'll go by, and I will check in again later. Okay, hello, good morning. It is Sunday, September 14th, day 3 of GalaxyCon Moines, the last day. Today's loadout, and the floor is currently open. There we go, people walking by. We're only a little bit shy of our goal for the weekend, so that's good. So let's hope we can make that today. And Justin's over here falling asleep on my arm. I got a new hole in my head yesterday. Justin might be getting a tattoo today. I might be getting a tattoo today. We shall see. So that'll be fun. And I guess I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, It's just after 2. I went and got a tattoo. And today's going well again. So we're really close to our goal for the weekend, and I'm really excited about that. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. We sold out of trash can critters. Those are all gone, which is great. And we only have 6, half a dozen kittens left. So that's good. And chicken keychains have been really popular this week. So let's get done with the day, and I will wrap it up at the hotel tonight. Looking at Justin here. He's just sort of here. So I will talk to you guys later.
I'm out of keeping.
There's somebody here.
Yeah, probably cleaning. Okay, so we made a pit stop because we accidentally came upon the town Eldon, Iowa, and that is apparently where the house from the painting American Gothic is. So we're gonna stop and we're gonna take a picture, and I'm gonna show you guys the house. Apparently there's a little interpretation center here and stuff like that, which is cool. So we're gonna go show you the house. It's actually really cool. I love the wildflowers.
Yeah. Flower card telling you what they planted.
Here, this is the painting here, guys. But that's the house. Selfie stand. That's awesome. I love that. That's hilarious. I love that they have the selfie stand, but that's the house. How cool is that? There you go. Ooh, and it's bright. That's so bright. There you go. There's also this nice little plaque here because I'm guessing the house is on the National Register. Yeah. Yep. Look at the cool details on the door. So cool. Love it. And there's the little interpretation center. I like how the shape mimics the house. Alright, last look. You ready? Alright guys, so it is Monday, September 22nd, and I'm gonna round this vlog off. I actually had a different ending for this vlog that was a lot nicer than this one's gonna be, because this one is full of disappointment. So let me start this by saying that the last clip that you saw was Justin and I stopping in Eldon, Iowa to see the American Gothic house. From Des Moines, we drove all the way from Des Moines down to St. Louis because we bought a new vehicle, because the one that we've been borrowing for quite a while, and my cousin needed it back. So we were kind of in a spot where we had to. So we drove from Des Moines all the way down to St. Louis, picked up the truck, the new car, and then drove from there 2.5 hours back home to Quincy. So we got home very late, needless to say, after a very long weekend. And I did do a different outro, like I said, and it was a lot nicer than this conversation is going to be, because this isn't going to be a nice conversation. So, we had a lot of fun in Des Moines. We really liked Des Moines. We loved GalaxyCon. We had a lot of, we enjoyed it, okay? I mean, I got to trade my art for a piercing, which and some new jewelry for my nose, which is just amazing, and something I never thought anybody would ever be interested in doing with me, because I'm not a, air quotes, traditional artist, if that makes sense. Not that there's any traditional kind of art, really, but if you get it, if you know, you know, okay? And then I got a tattoo, which I've been wanting for a long time, and it was just a lot of fun. But there were some disappointments, I'm not gonna lie. And this is something that I wasn't going to include, but then I did my inventory this past weekend. So there were a handful of people, not everyone, there were only a handful, that were trying to haggle in the artist alley. Begging to do trades. There was a kid that, and this was he couldn't have been more than 13, 14, okay? And he was running around and he was trying to get artists to do trades. Now, these were not equal value trades by any means, and he stopped at my booth more than once and was very adamantly asking for me to do a trade for something that was not equal value, and it wasn't going to happen, and he wasn't happy about it. Let's just say that. Then there were other people that were haggling in an artist alley. If you're watching this and you go to AAs and Comic-Cons and stuff like that, by and large, I'm sure you understand that haggling is just not cool. It's not something you should do. Generally, artist prices are set too low anyway, and a lot of times when you're haggling with them, you're making them feel bad, so they're giving you the price that you want just because, or because they feel like they need to get a sale. As an artist, I do not haggle, period. My prices are as low as they can be, and they're that price for a reason, and this is my full-time job, and they have to be that price, okay? And that being said, you coming up and being like, are any of these plushies not $25? Is really rude. It's really rude, guys. Okay, just don't do that. That's really ignorant. And then being like, well, yes, everything but this one is. And then being like, well, would you do 10 on this $25 plushie? No. No, I will not. The answer for me for haggling is always no. And I will give you this advice if you are an artist and you want to start selling in artist alleys and you're really excited about it. Do not be afraid to set your prices. Do not undervalue. First, don't undervalue yourself and your work, okay? Never do that, okay? One, because it makes you look bad, but it makes the rest of us look bad. Two, you deserve, if you're selling your art and your goal is to make it your full-time job, you deserve to earn a living wage from that art. Always, 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 I will say it again and again, you deserve to make a living wage from your art if your goal is to make it your full-time job. Got it? 3 is that never apologize for your prices. Ever. You do not have to justify yourself to anybody. You do not have to say, well, this is this much, and this is this much, and this is this much, so that's why this is this much. You don't have to do that. That's not your job. If they have a problem with your price, they do not have to buy it. Period. Okay? No matter what situation you're in, if somebody is being rude about your prices, they don't have to buy it. I learned that a long, long time ago. And that's a story for a different day. But the short of the long comes down to, I did my inventory on Saturday and was very disappointed. Now, the way I do my inventory is that I hand count every item that I take to an event. So I know exactly how much I have, what I have. I keep a spreadsheet, and then when I come home, I count everything again and put it into the spreadsheet, and then I check it against my sales numbers on Square, because Square keeps track of all that. And that's the other thing a lot of artists don't do, is they don't utilize Square enough. You need to utilize Square for inventory purposes and keeping track of what needs to be ordered when and how much is needed and all that. What you sold, how much of it you sold, all of that. Y'all are just putting like your prices in and then hitting charge and getting sales, but you're not keeping track of anything. You're underutilizing your tool, guys. But I check those numbers, those item numbers, when I come home against Square, and this is the first time that I've had this much theft. Over $100 in theft, guys. And it wasn't all little stuff. There was plushie in there too. Yeah, somebody stole a plushie. A chicken. Now, I will say that at times this con was fairly busy, and there were times when Justin and I were not completely paying attention. I'm pretty sure I almost caught someone stealing at one point and missed it because I didn't see it completely. And that's on us. And there are things that we could probably do better. I will give you that. But $122 worth of theft. If you were one of those people that stole things from me, I hope you really like the thing you stole. Know that you took away from my ability to pay bills, and took a little bit of the joy. I'm not afraid to admit that. Took a little bit of the joy that I had with how well I felt that it went. How well I felt this event went for me. It's very, very disappointing to come home all hopped up and happy and, excited because it went so well, to do inventory and find out I had so much theft. It was very, very, very disappointing. I can't believe that. Why would you steal from someone so small? Walmart, Target, depending on what it is, I guess I could give you a little wiggle room on that one. But from an artist, it's a luxury good, guys. You don't have to have it to live. Yeah, you might want it, but I do have an online shop. You could have always bought it later. It's just very disappointing. Between the haggling and the snide comments all weekend, and people saying, "Oh, crocheters overpriced." No, crochet is a manual labor. Okay, I'm not making this with machine. I'm not buying fabric from Walmart. I'm not, doing anything other than sitting here day after day, blowing out my wrist, making stuff. And I work really hard to make it. And there's over 20 years worth of evidence in everything that I make. More than that, even at this point, almost 30 years at this point of evidence of the hard work and the manual labor that I put into each item. But as I said, I don't wish anybody ill. It could have been worse, I guess, even though this is the worst it has ever been. But that being said, don't steal from artists, guys. It's not cool. in any way, shape, or form. It's not okay in any way, shape, or form. And you don't have to have it. Like, need and want are two different things. They're two very different things. And stuff from Artist Alley is very much a want, not a need. But like I said, if you're one of the people that stole from me, I hope you really enjoy that item. And that you have a nice life. And that's about all I can say about that. I hope that you enjoy it. I really do. That you appreciate it for what it is. Because there was a lot of hard work and effort that went into every single one of them. But I think that's where I'm going to end this again. So, given everything that I know now at this point, would we do Des Moines GalaxyCon again? Yes. Are there things that I would do very differently? Absolutely. Justin has bandied about doing cameras, but doing it as a live stream even, of the booth during the day, which I kind of like that idea. It might be fun. Front facing and back facing even would be cool. I did have fun though. We both did. We both had fun. I made some new friends. I thoroughly enjoyed being in a place where I could get a tattoo and a piercing. And I'm just disappointed, guys. Very disappointed. Because that's all stuff that I now have to make up. I have to make and replace. And I'm positive on the numbers. I count everything so many times. It's not even funny. And I'm just disappointed. But we're going to leave it off. So, oops, my bad. So, we will be back. We hope to be back next year to GalaxyCon Des Moines. I'm going to sign up again here after Planet Anime, I think. And then, what else? If you saw something that you liked in the vlog, you can always visit my Etsy shop, which is linked in the box down below, or you can copy and paste the link, because YouTube's crazy. You can always visit my Etsy shop. Pretty much everything that you see in the videos is on Etsy. If it is not, you can always message me and I will put it up right then and there. And other than that, follow me, like, subscribe, all the things on the interwebs, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I even have Facebook, which is nuts to say because I never use it. But like, subscribe, and all the things. And I guess I will talk to you guys here soon. The next one is Halloween-a-Palooza in Ottumwa, Iowa. It's a horror film festival, and they have vendors and actors and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. And it's only about 2 hours away instead of 3.5, so it's slightly shorter distance in literally the same direction, but it'll be fun. And then after that, we have the Quincy Christmas Market, which is a home event, which we did last year too, which was fun because I got to put up a whole Christmas tree. I got plans this year, people. And then the next one is Planet Anime, which is right before Black Friday. So, let's end this off, and I will talk to you guys again when we are on the way to Ottumwa, because pretty much everything is already packed, so there's not really a point in doing a con crunch. I'm taking pretty much what I have, plus editing some things, because it's more of a Halloween vibe, and I don't have a lot of some things left, and I want to hang on to them for Planet Anime. So I will talk to you when we are on the road to Ottumwa, Iowa for Halloween Palooza. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!